Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weight loss project and day 12. My name is Rolando Alfaro. Thank you for joining me. So let's start with this recap of today. So as you know, all week I've been talking about my back. Okay, so today my wife was going to join me, but I woke up early, came down to my office, popped in a DVD, to do yoga, and it was face yoga again. So I struggled through the whole thing, did my half hour's work. Got feeling pretty burnt out. That was like around 5:15. So by the time I got finished, went upstairs, got back in bed, got up and started my day. But yeah, this face yoga thing, man, that's brutal. You spend more time landing in your face than you do standing up. Hey, but that's part of the day, part of the game, right? So that's what I did this morning for exercise. Which, woohoo, yay, we did it. The rest of the day was pretty good. The diet, I kept it again. No soda, day 3. So we're going to have to keep track on that. I am noticing that I am not as sore as much as I used to be. That I have a slight aches and pains here and there. Especially with my back. But other than that, everything's been pretty good. The thing that I need to do now is try to get more sleep, because I'm noticing that I get pretty tired pretty early, or if I sit down to watch TV, I start passing out. Because I'm only getting about 5.5, 6 hours sleep. Not because I'm staying up and doing wonderful things, but just because, I stay up and watch too much TV or get caught up reading something, So I really need to start getting about 7 hours a night for me to be able to function well and do well. So that's that. Now, about the other things about the weight loss project is, I'm noticing, like, this shirt. I remember my wife got it for my birthday. It's a really nice shirt, nice t-shirt, really soft, really comfy. But it used to fit really tight, and it's a 5X. So that's when I started deciding to do this, I was like, hey, dude, if a 5X starts fitting a little large, dude, you can't be getting those 6, 7Xs, man. So that was kind of what started me down this path. And I'm glad it did. But, shirts fit a little looser, see? Not so skin tight as they used to be. If I go to the beach, Greenpeace is not going to try to roll me out into the ocean. So that's great. I'm noticing this. Though, the weight, I haven't weighed myself yet, and I'm not going to until Monday. So we're not going to do that. But, I'm moving my belt up one notch now. Other clothes that didn't fit, or that fit snug, are now a little looser. So I'm noticing that the weight loss is coming. And that's exciting, that when you put on things and you're like, hey, not as tight as it used to be. I can feel my arms. Yay. That's awesome. And that's what we're going for, That's what I'm going for. But dude, it's not easy. And I need to start increasing my activity little by little. Those of you that have known me for a while know that I used to be pretty active, pretty athletic, given the circumstances. But I would go out and play basketball at least 3 times a week. I would play racquetball. I would spend time in the gym. I would go mountain biking, indoor rock climbing. With one of my buddies at one point, we even thought about getting an outrigger canoe so that we can, this is when I lived in San Francisco, canoe around the bay, and that's the type of activity that I had. That's the type of lifestyle that I had. Very, very active. So this sedentary lifestyle is new to me as of, 5-6 years ago. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying, oh, I moved away, got depressed. No. Yeah, that's part of it. But you know what? That's not it. I just decided not to do stuff. I decided not to look for friends that played basketball. I decided not to go mountain biking. I decided not to do a whole bunch of other things. And that's when the weight started packing on. For the first 4 years, gained 30, 40 pounds. I was about 360, 370. Then when we were getting ready to have our baby, going through the whole procedure that we did because we had to get in vitro for him. After 8 years of trying, we went in vitro and got Peter, our baby, that way. I was at 410. And after Peter was born, I put on even more weight, And this is the largest that I've been in my life. Well, I was a little bigger in October, but since then, I put down 25 pounds. I was a 467. When I started this, I was a 445. I don't know where I'm at now, but we're just going to chronicle that. I can't wait to see what, the start of week 3 says that I weigh. But I'm feeling that change. Something else that I'm noticing is that I can move a little better. You know, my heels always take a big beating, especially with what I do. I walk around a lot sometimes. So if I'm up on my feet a few hours, the next day I'm like super sore and stiff, and my ankles and heels are super sore and stiff. I'm not noticing that as much. So that's also another benefit that I'm getting. And you start getting all these little things that don't happen anymore. Like I don't know if any of y'all ever had this, but my left ankle was swollen for years. Now that I'm doing active, that I'm becoming active, I'm doing things. The swelling is gone, and I don't know why. Other than I'm moving, and I don't know what happened to it. So that's awesome that that's happening, because that way I can keep doing things. And it's those small little things that make it your worthwhile. Like I said, when I put on the shirt today, I was like, woohoo, look at me. Not as tight, I still look like I'm 8 months pregnant, but hey, I don't look like I'm 9. Victory. So we have to find, I have to go look and find those little things. Because those little things that make you smile, that's what makes it worth it. Like when I was a kid, I remember that every time I did something, I wanted to have like this big epiphany, or this big, you've done it, and I was supposed to feel amazing, and balloons, and the band was supposed to come out and play for me. Those are the type of things that I look for as a kid. When I was younger, when I did stuff, or when I did something right, or I achieved a milestone in my life. But now I'm realizing that we're never gonna have that big band play for me. When we do things, it's not like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be 200 pounds lighter. No, it's not gonna wake up. I mean, one day I will wake up and I'll be 200 pounds lighter. But it's not going to be because, I closed my eyes, pushed upon the star, and boom, there it is. No, it's because I put a lot of work into it, I watched what I ate, I did my exercise, I stuck to what I was trying to do. And that's the way it's supposed to be, Nothing's easy. Nothing's ever supposed to be easy. Nothing worth doing is fast. Nothing worthwhile comes quick. We've heard those over and over and over again. So I want to lose weight. I slowly put it on. Well, yeah, I slowly put it on. Over the case of 3 years, gaining 40 pounds, 50 pounds is not much, But still, if I do something about it now, I can drop it off. And that's the good thing. My little guy, he loves being outside. So come summertime, guess where Daddy's going to be with him? We're going to be out in the park running around with the ball. And, with the dog and tail. So I need to be in better shape to be able to run around with him, and have those activities and fun. And then I'm always saying that, I want to do this for my kid, I want to do this for my kid. But you know what? I'm also a little selfish because I want to do it for myself. I want to do it for me, man. To prove to myself that I can do it. That I can achieve something, Because how many people try to do this and don't win this battle, or rebound, or jump down, So I have a friend, like I said, through work, met her. She dropped half her body weight, and she's kept it off for years, and that's amazing. That shows me that I can do it too. I just have to be willing to do it, and that's the key, to do it. Not to think about it, not to study about it, not to theorize and plan and think about what am I doing. No, it's do it. A long time ago, we were talking with a friend, and we're talking about, the whole talent versus work ethic. Now, there's a lot of talented people that waste their talent, and there's a lot of people with no talent that outpace them and outdo them. So why is that? And we both came to a conclusion that it's the work ethic. So that's the way it works. And I also have to have a little bit of faith that I can do it. I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to be. I don't know if aliens are going to come and conquer the human race, or if an earthquake's going to swallow California. Who knows? I don't know if I'll be around. I don't know if I'll wake up. But I have to have faith that I will, and move on. Remember one time we're talking with my buddy, right? We're talking about this faith and how it's not a tangible thing. And I love what he told me, because he was like, you know what, Rolando? And we're in Provo. He looks up at the mountains. He's like, you know what, Rolando? I have faith that I can move those mountains. And I look at him. I'm like, dude, who do you think you are, Moses that can part the Red Sea? Come on, man. You can't do that. He's like, I can. I really can. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, are you kidding me? Let me move away from you before a lightning strike hits you for, saying such nonsense. But then he looked at me, he's like, you know what? I have the faith that if I get enough dynamite and enough heavy equipment, and it's not going to be in the blink of an eye, but if I get enough dynamite, heavy equipment, and people, I can move that mountain. And you know what? He's absolutely right. Given enough resources and effort and time, he can move that mountain. So that's the way we have to look at things, that, with the required work, with the required time, and the diligence of doing it, we can do anything. Anything. And that's the awesome thing, that we can get it done. So once again, I really thank you guys for joining me today. The takeaways for today is we can do it, little by little. Shirt fits. When I put on some button-down shirts, I don't feel like a bun's gonna pop off and knock a little kid out. So it's the little things. Let's focus on getting those little ones, because those are gonna carry us to the big ones. That day that I do wake up with them 200 pounds lighter, how awesome is that gonna be? And that's what I'm going for. Where I don't have to worry because my weight's making me unhealthy and putting my life at risk and putting, in jeopardy that my child grows up without a father, or that my wife becomes a widow. Because that's ultimately what I'm doing, digging myself an early grave. And I realize that, and that's the reason why this is so important. So, thank you for joining me. If you have any thoughts, if you've gone through this, let me know. Again, I appreciate everything you guys do. And have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right? We're going to take care now, and see you later. Have a good night.